Hello and welcome to the Performant FX Trader channel, the home of total relaxed trading. If you find it hard to find high probability trades, or once you're in a trade you struggle to stay in them, then this is the channel for you. The aim is to make you a better trader by helping you catch more profitable trades and hundreds of pips each week. Each day I will be doing a short review of the majors and some cross pairs and going trades that I'm looking to take or trades that I'm currently in. At the end of the week, I'll be doing a weekly recap of the moves that have happened over the week and what I'd like to see happen next week. So please subscribe, like and comment and click the notification bell so that you get updated when I post a new video. Also follow me on Instagram as my link is in the description and you'll get more updated information on the trades I'm taking or the trades I'm looking to take. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Euro dollar, it's had a nice run down over the last few days, reacted off my trend line over here. As you can see, the move down to 1107 area is not complete and there's still time or still a chance to get into this move. So if the market can pull back to around the 1143 area, which is the projected daily pivot which will be coming in later on today, then potentially you can get a few pips of about 45 pips down, 1143. Yeah, 35 pips down to this area, at which point you would move your stop to break even and see if it could break lower, or potentially if you want to you could close out your trade. If you look at the 4 hourly on this pair, you can see that it's put in a bullish candle here, so potentially this area of my band which I've got here is where I would like price to come up to, and then that's the short I'm talking about, around that area. Failing that, if it pushes further through and comes up to this 4 hour 20 MA, then potentially you can get a nice short of here. But initially I would attempt first trade of around this area for around 38 pips down to the double bottom. Okay, and that's the euro dollar. The next pair I want to talk about is cable or pound dollar. Like, the move is almost done here and it's sort of coming to the double bottom. However, I'd like to see it just actually hit this double bottom here so that I could actually look at long trades that I could hold up to next week to come up to the prior highs of around this area, or potentially up to my 240 100 MA. So it looks a bit bullish. I've got a couple of signals here which is telling me that it's time that the trend is ending, but however I'd really like it to just hit this 26 level again, close back inside my little bands up here, and then I'll be looking at trades going to the upside. If I come down to the hourly, you can see it's over here that it's actually putting in a bullish reversal signals already, so potentially it might want to go from here. But as a trader, sometimes you just got to be patient, and if you want this level to be hit first, then normally you should really wait for that level to be hit, because if you take the trade now and then it comes back, hits this level, then you would have got a better price. Okay, so that's what my plan is for cable. The next trade I want to look at is Aussie dollar. Now there's news out tonight on Aussie dollar, and potentially it seems to be lagging behind the euro dollar and cable. So if I go back out to the daily, you can see it's still up here. It hasn't come down for its double bottom yet, so potentially there could be still a few pips in this. So potentially 60 pips down to the double bottom. Ideally it would be nice if it could hit this daily 21 first and come down, but that doesn't always seem to happen as you want it to happen. So it might just come down from here and tap this double bottom area. So I'm watching this pair. However, there is Aussie news out tonight, so potentially you could either fire it up or fire it down to this level here. So it's best to keep an eye on this trade. The next trade I want to look at is New Zealand dollar. It behaves similar to Aussie dollar. Let's just update this fib level. So as you can see with this also, it's coming down, the move is nearly done. It's reacted off my bands here. Put in a couple of dojis over the last days and a bit of a shooting star. So it looks like the move is almost done on this one. So as you can see, 26 pips or so down to the bottom, double bottom. So I'm not going to take this trade as I'm already stalking the Aussie dollar trade. And let's move on to the next trade. Dollar CAD. Right. Dollar CAD's a bit of a tricky one. It's quite choppy as it's been in this range for the last few weeks or so. It tried to break out today, but it's closed back down into the range. So I'm actually looking at taking a short on this trade, on this pair. So if I come down to 240, you can see it's put in a doji and it's closed back inside this area, this zone. So I'm looking at taking short trades on CAD down to prior lows, first target around here, and if I can get down to this double bottom with a spike low, even better. I think this CAD leaves out tomorrow, so just be wary of the trades that you're taking. If you come down to the hourly, you can see it looks like it's actually rejected this level, as you can see, and it's just rolling over. Right, so keep an eye on CAD. If you follow my Instagram, if I do take a short trade on this, I'll update it on my Instagram straight away. Dollar yen. Actually, I quite like dollar yen. It's done a nice move to the downside. Let's just move over to it. So it's coming to my support area, which is marked here on this chart, around the 109 area. It's actually put in a bullish close yesterday. And now it looks like it wants to push up. So where's the target on this area? I'm actually only thinking probably up to around 109.80 area. And the reason why I'm coming out of here is I've got my MA here, and if it reacts off this MA, then potentially it could be another short down to this level, and if it breaks this level, it can be beyond. So I'm actually not being too greedy on my long, because it's actually a counter trend trade. So potentially with counter trend trades, you'd like to just be in and out as quickly as possible. Whereas with the trades with the trend, these are the types of trades I want to hold. That's dollar yen. And I'm looking at two cross pairs. So I've got euro pound. I quite like this trade. So it's come up, as you can see, it has come up for the last few weeks, just straight green bars. And now it's putting in some indecision candles and a couple of dojis. Ideally, I would like this euro pound to come up to 88.50 area and sort of just reject it, so I can take a short up there, and it to come down all the way down to the actual 87.25 area. It may just go from here, but my ideal entry would be around this area. You come out to 240. You can see it's actually just been going sideways. I've been getting a couple of signals up here, which is telling me that the trend is changing. And I've got my 20 MA here, which it looks like it wants to break. So potentially, I just want it to just show its hand and let me know what it wants to do. If it keeps breaking down, then potentially I may take a short tomorrow and see how that goes. If it breaks, if it stops me out, I'd have my stops probably around this high up here, not too far away, because if it's going to go up, I'd rather it just stop me out straight away rather than just having a wide stop, because if it's going to go up, but potentially it might go up to here, so then I'll just wait and enter again with a stop, appropriate stop. And while I'm talking about stops, I've been speaking to a few people, and I've heard that people don't use stops. One thing, and the most important thing with trading, is that you should always use stops. So to manage your risk, make sure you always put an appropriate stop for the position that you're actually taking, and in line with the risk management on your accounts. At some point I'll be doing a separate YouTube channel video on risk management, so stay tuned, and I'll just give you an idea and a heads up on how to position sides so that you protect your account, because the most important thing is protecting your account with trading. So that's what I'll be doing on Euro Pound and Euro New Zealand. Okay, let's go out to the daily in Euro New Zealand. Okay, so I like this pair. It's actually shorted it from here down to this trend line, and it's actually pushed up a bit, but it's actually it's had 1-2 hits of this trend line. It's come down for a third hit, so potentially it might want to break this trend line. So if it can break this trend line and does a retest, then potentially I'll do a short, and my target will be down to 140 pips down to this area. So just need it to break, retest, and then I'll short this trade. Apart from that, I'm not looking at anything else. So I hope you enjoyed this first video. As I said, I'll be doing this each and every night, and if you have any sort of pairs that you want me to review and look into, please comment below. And also, if you follow me on Instagram and you want me to actually review a pair or give you any advice, just DM me on Instagram and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So once again, thank you for listening to the first Performance Effects Trader, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Thank you very much.